Shan't lose our way.
Could you come over here?
What am I to do? Hail, friend. Have you a spare moment? I've an eye for people, and my instincts tell me you're of trustworthy ilk. I'm in a bit of a quandary, you see. I'm to be gone for a week, with no one slated to mind the house in my stead. Fear not, I only ask your name to list as a tenant. You needn't bother yourself with the cleaning, and I don't expect you to stay cooped up in there, neither. I'd be much obliged if you'd simply consider my home a waypoint on your travels. Sound appealing? Then come on by and have a look-see. I've taken the liberty of marking the location on your map.
You'll never reach our destination if you continue in that direction, Master. But I suppose I can guide us there later.
'Tis not for us to gainsay the Arisen's judgment. We must go where we are bid.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the road, despite the... hour. Much obliged. This inspires naught but me. Givings. Well met, sir.
I'll be here, but... Standing still is harder than it looks, you know.
Townspeople depend on me.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
Ah, excellent find.
You've come. Glad to see you, friend. So, what say you? Would you care to live here in my absence? As I've said, you needn't worry about tending to the place. Many thanks, friend. I knew I could count on you. I'll stop by again in a week's time, but till then, farewell.
'Twas a fascinating tale those soldiers outside the palace were discussing.
Regarding the... Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean?
Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship with this Batali dignitary than is publicly known.
Right. Just follow me.
Our destination is rather distant. Perhaps we ought to consider employing the services of an ox cart.
A most agreeable suggestion. Of course, the Arisen shall have the final say in the matter.
Whatever am I to do?
Riding in an ox cart would be a welcome reprieve.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
This ox cart's bound for Melv. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Not good what kind of this.
Here's a welcome sight.
Some of us get complacent. I train every day.
What should I get up to?
What are you up to?
Spend all day here.
This ox cart's bound for Melv. I'll not take that from you. This ox cart's bound for Melv. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Can't work as late as I used to anymore.
Take it easy today.
All's lost.
Do try not to catch cold. You have my protection.
Fight on, and victory shall be ours.
I'm done for.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
Dreams are free.
It's been a hard day.
Ah, here we are. The ox cart made it without too much trouble.
Mayhap we can employ a cart for our next journey.
These writings could be of import.
Let's have a look then.
I ought to ask around town.
can't say I have any tidings to share.
I've not much to offer you.
Fancy a look at my wares? Do come again. Well met, sir. How might I be?
A treasure chest! I can hardly wait to open it.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of... I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something? Something?
Always a pleasure. Whatever am I to do?
Now seems a fine
The other day, I espied an elf, of all things. Seems they've a village nearby. They ill favour living alongside the people of other races, dwarves in particular. I understand their reluctance. They live several times longer than we do. I reckon that sets us apart. Not to mention their tongue is a mystery to us. If you can't share a jest, sharing a village is out of the question, eh?
Take this. 'Tis something I found. I wanted you to have it.
Let me think on this.
Let's see. Where to next? What brings you here? Well met, sir.
There's a ladder here.
We ought to put it to good use.
How are things?
Aye. Is there aught you require, sir?
Do be quick, I fear my time.
E'er since the reign of Rothaeus, the founder of Vermund, the village of Melv has played an indispensable role in the defense of our kingdom against the dragon. Yet twice now has the dragon set upon this village, inflicting numerous casualties, before being allowed to flee. The fault here lies with you, Ser Ulrika. You have failed in your duty as acting chief.
With all due respect, Sir Martin, our village has dispatched many of its young hands to the northern stronghold since its completion. Was it not the former consul who decreed that the stronghold should serve to defend the kingdom, with Melv offering aid only where needed? Yet the stronghold has remained entirely silent to our plight. How can you say that the fault is ours to bear?
I know of no such agreement. At the very least, Queen Regent Disa has mentioned naught of the kind.
But I'm quite sure the consul...
You would dare misrepresent the words of the dead? Or do you mean to imply that the Queen Regent has spoken falsely? If so, then Melv's problems run far deeper than I had thought. 'Tis not indolence that has taken root here, but treason. The village entire will answer for this.
What? I intended nothing of the sort. Pray, let us...
Save your honeyed words, traitor. I must inform the Queen Regent of this development.
to see me? Forgive me, I've much to ponder. Still, how would you like to stay the night? I've yet to repay you for aught you've done for me. A small show of hospitality is surely the least I can do. 'Twas by your godly efforts that Melv escaped the worst of the dragon's assault. The people of this village are more precious to me than life itself. To lose them would have been the end of me. You have my earnest gratitude, friend. I wanted to tell you that, if naught else. Now, 'tis time we slept. There is much to be done for the village, and I shan't manage it without a good night's sleep.
Where is Ulrika? The Queen Regent has declared that Ulrika be apprehended as a traitor to the kingdom. All who seek to abet her will be tried in turn. Bring her before me at once.
Ulrika is gone.
What?
She stole away in the dead of night. Ask around. Several witnesses can confirm it. I cannot say why for certain, but I imagine she took your words to heart, Overseer. Realizing her plans for rebellion had been found out, she chose to abandon the village for our sake.
You would have me believe that Ulrika was acting alone? That the rest of the villagers harbor no rebellious intent?
Aye, that's the long and short of it.
Very well. I shall take you at your word, sir. However, the absence of a leader will sow naught but chaos. For the time being, your village will be in our hands. If 'tis as you say, I do not expect there will be any objections.
Ah, there you are. There's aught I would ask of you. It concerns Ulrika. You've heard she fled the village, aye? Though that is the case, she would never truly abandon it. She left the village that she might fulfill her charge, protecting Vermont against the dragon. As for where she went, I do not know. 'Twould be unwise for me to go looking for her, lest I draw the eyes of the Overseer's troops. However, should you happen to find her, would you tell me where she is hiding? I can only pray that she does not fall into the Queen Regent's clutches.
This is a powerful weapon. A single bolt loosed from it would carry tremendous lethal force.
It is not how we use this, but when that counts. I imagine it would be most beneficial in combat. Looks like we've both got some time on our hands.
I'll fain hear any request.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light.
This ox cart's bound for Vernworth. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
We must be really down on our luck to get caught out in such a downpour.
Take heart.
We might better observe our surroundings if we had a lantern lit. That... It's better. I don't much like the dark.
Thank you.
I'll have no part in this.
Hmm? Oh, 'tis you. You're the good sir who aided me in Melve. Thank you again, sir. You...
This lad...
Who are you there? Your presence is requested at the tavern this evening. Who's the one requesting? I didn't ask. 'Tis none of my concern. The fellow said aught about the usual place.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Regarding the matter of the Godsway, I fear there is naught to be done, save for your Majesty to venture to Batal, where you might uncover the false sovereign's secrets directly. The sigil upon that letter from some days past bore the crest of the Batali Palace. Surely there's aught to be found therein. Yet official dealings twixt Batal and Vermund are suspended. Passing through their fortress will prove a difficult task. With such hindrances in mind, I thought to prepare this. Pray, take it. Few may pass through Batal's fortress, save Beastren merchants. With some coin, I was able to convince one such merchant to grant us that entry permit. It ought guarantee passage through the border checkpoint. But alas, 'tis intended for a Beastren. You shall have to act the part. But as to how that should be done, I'm shamed to say I do not know. 'Twill depend upon your Majesty's ingenuity.